Hi guys, my name is Your Nigerian and I'm from Kaduna State.
My name is Jakpa and I'm from Jos Plateau State.
My name is Maigaskiya. I'm from Plateau State.
To be honest, what comes to my mind when I think about Ramadan is after the Ramadan, because you know that you just see some small girls with their glasses, pink, red, sharing food and meat and chin. So that's what that's what I anticipate.
We know Ramadan as that time where Muslims fast. Like that's the only thing that comes to my mind. Oh, okay, and then the food.
Childhood, I think I have one of the best memories because I was born in Kaduna. And those days in Kaduna, Ramadan is, for all of us, both Christians, Muslims, traditional worshippers, is a period where we all have fun.
I think for me, growing up, Ramadan was like way more interesting than it is now. Maybe because we're kids and we just love to have fun.
Growing up, my experience of Ramadan was always more about the food. Because to be honest, I barely recall when the fasting always starts. But then the food part, like we never miss it. Like no kid has ever missed the food. The last day, like when there is food.
It was always interesting. Sometimes my neighbors would even sew dress for me with them. This kind, you'll be in their house like from the very first day, like as soon as it's over, you'll be there helping them cook, they'll share the food and everything.
I literally grew up in a compound where we were just 3 Christians and every other person in the compound was a Muslim. So for Budembaki time, I'm very happy. I don't eat dinner in my house. I'm waiting for my Muslim neighbors to do Budembaki because we eat together, we'll take pap.
Like I just wait for that moment and I'm helping them count when they'll finish their fast so that I can enjoy rice and meat.
It was interesting because you don't have to share your sweets with your friends in class. You know that they are fasting during the day and you still have to follow them in the evening to eat whatever they are eating. So it was an interesting period. Then in school, it was not really interesting because at this time, we've grown up, we have more sense, we are more responsible for ourselves. So you have friends where usually we'll just maybe party together or see a movie together, just say stuff freely. But this time around, they're fasting. So they are a bit more careful. And it's annoying, like, come let's do this now. No, are they fast though?
When I came to university, it was still more about food, but then this time I learned, I think that was when I learned to respect. I learned to respect whoever is fasting.
Because we were in school, so Budembaki was not interesting. Sometimes you literally have to cook for themselves. They'll come and meet you. Babe, how far I'll cook now? You know I'm fasting now, you know I fasted.
Growing up and being a student, well, we sort of just grew out of some things and then we just became caught up with other activities. You'll probably be in school during Ramadan period and then everybody's struggling and looking for what to eat. So it wasn't so much fun.
Like when they're done fasting, I think it's the last day or something, there's always food in excess, so there's no way I can forget that. During Ramadan, to be honest, I don't have so much work during Ramadan. Like I don't get so much bookings.
It's making our work slow. I was teasing my colleague yesterday in the office and I said, all this rain you are doing will stop tomorrow because tomorrow you start Ramadan and you'll be behaving yourself. And truthfully, when he came to work this morning, he was a bit on a reserved side.
I think my opinion on people being angry during Ramadan period is maybe 65% right, because the truth is there's an African adage that says a hungry man is an angry man. Imagine you fasting and you have to be on a crane or you have to climb 1 3-story building, you have to take pictures, you have to be under the sun for 2-3 hours, and after that whole Abuja sun, you can't drink water, you can't do anything. So most times when people have not eaten, it just takes the better toll on them. They become provoked easily because they are hungry.
People just call me to come and eat, just have fun with them. That's basically what happens during Ramadan for me.
Coming to the professional scene, well, it's just there. It's just like every normal day. Sometimes these days, nobody even gives you food.
For some, it makes them a bit slow. For some, it keeps them more active because they want to forget the fasting.
I really miss Ramadan as a child, to be honest.
Ramadan is more interesting for us as children, when we're children, because we're not responsible for anything.
But I wish I would get bookings to come and shoot. So if you're watching this, book me for a Ramadan picture.
I used to go to Islamia as a child because I didn't attach anything to it. My friends used to follow me for Bible studies as children. They are Muslims. They are Fulani Muslims.
I have a lot of, Muslim friends. So does my mom especially. In fact, my mom covers her hair like the better part of her life. Her hair is always covered because she's always used to the association of being with a lot of Muslim people. So I have a lot of good memories about the Muslims.
I would say I miss those times where we were relating as one. We were relating as human beings, not people that had religion. We were relating as a family. I could come to your house as a Muslim and eat and sleep. Neighbors would drop their children with Christians and go off to work. It doesn't happen anymore. Everybody is worried.
One thing about Muslims I love is their wedding. It's not like the Christian wedding where you have just one-day events or sometimes two-day events. Some Muslim weddings they last as long as 4 or 5 days. I mean, just imagine that. Imagine the experience you have on your wedding day, like a one-day experience. Now imagine that for 4 days. It's fun, to be honest.
My mother was very busy. She used to work with the psychiatric, so she was never around. My dad was always on transfer. So I was that child that they always dropped with the neighbors. I was always in their house. I followed them to do ablution and pray. Not like I knew what I was saying, but it was interesting.
Meeting new people, I mean, meeting and relating with new people, trying out new dishes, meeting new vendors, trying out a whole new culture. Like, not necessarily completely new, but trying out new things. I mean, it's always fun shooting a Muslim wedding, and it's one experience that never gets old for me. I would always and forever cherish shooting Muslim weddings.
To be honest, I feel like there are people that will treat you the way you have treated them. So most times it's almost like, what you give to them is what you get. So if you are nice to them, they will always be nice to you. So I've always had good memories about Muslims. I prefer them, like it's easy to relate with them.
Then there was crisis in Kaduna, and I saw my neighbors being killed. It didn't leave my head for a very long time. My parents did all they could do to save them. It was not possible. They were able to save just 2 of the children. It was a very sad, it's an event that I still get emotional about because I grew up with them as family.
The most memorable event in my life relating to Muslims would have to be the Just crisis. It was something it's definitely something I don't wish to ever experience again. So I witnessed it firsthand, and it was an unpleasant experience.
So having to watch them die because of religion didn't make sense to me.
I hope that we have moved past that, past the point where religion will be a problem, where a Christian would see a Muslim and hate him just for his religion, for his or her religion, or a Muslim will hate a Christian just for his or her religion. So it was very unpleasant. It was very unpleasant. But I mean, I've definitely had other good experiences with Muslims, and but then that one stands out the most for me.
I wish all of you a very peaceful, a very blessed, very fruitful Ramadan.
This Ramadan period, I wish everyone watching this video, my friends, my family, loved ones, Muslim friends.
If I wish you guys, I beg, call my number now. This Ramadan, let's go out, Netflix and chill, enjoy ourselves.
I wish you unending peace, unending joy.
Please, I'm still up for Budembakio. I've not outgrown it. If you have any plenty mede in your house, call me. I'm very available.
But yeah, I wish you guys, a very, very, very peaceful Ramadan. So I'm just hoping and praying that we don't hear any rumors of something bad.
I wish you unending peace, unending joy.
Brothers and sisters, Ramadan Kareem.
Have a blessed Ramadan.
Ramadan Kareem to you all.